My name is Susan, and my daughter is Emily Sanford. She's in Germany right now, but she really wants to be right here with you, Chris and Mark, and everybody up there in the front row who knows Bill so well and loves him so well, and all you new people from Earlham who were doing that fantastic wave during the circle game that I'm sure Bill was leading you in. And even though she can't be here, she remembers what Bill told her when they said goodbye in December, which was, have a great time in Germany. And she sent this remembrance. A lot of it's very personal because Bill reached out to people in a very, very personal way. He just seemed to be able to zing in on what it was about you that was special and see that and share that with you. But I know you'll all hear pieces of your relationship with Bill and what Emily has to say. One last thing, when she was instructing me this morning on how to read this, she said, "Mom, this is not about you. This is not about me. You have to listen to the Bill in your head and get it right." So if I mess up anywhere, guys, just listen to the Bill in your head and you'll know how it's supposed to sound. A letter for Bill with love from Emily. Dear Bill, 3 years ago, at this time of year, we were sitting together in Beanheads at one of the first poetry readings. Just as we had written to each other through all sorts of lectures, you took a pen and wrote on my napkin, "These folks sup on words, but all the words in the world won't fill empty guts." Since then, I've secretly sent that haiku to lots of friends, but now it's no secret. The words won't fill. Just in that first year of knowing you well, and therefore, of course, loving you, I wrote a 12-page story about you, 8 poems for you, and I mentioned you in 6 more. Bill, you can't help but pervade. A lot of them were about how we helped each other after Chris Volsky's funeral, and how you were immediately there on the phone for me the moment my aunt died. Losing you is losing the ground below me, but you know that because of you, I now know how to fly. Bill, you are Cambridge to me, one of the biggest, brightest reasons for me to come home when I have. You taught me how to parallel park, screaming, when I crushed the imaginary Lexus. You were there getting my brother to laugh after he had an accident. Don't be scared by all the pages. I just had to print it in big font so I could read. We went back to school shopping every year, and you always lectured that there are so many paper clips in the world we don't need to buy anymore. We should steal them from friends and family. You memorized the names and locations of the few of my friends that you hadn't ever met, and you gave them all nicknames. You picked me up from college at the end of the last 2 semesters, and both times you informed me that I do not know how to pack, and you restricted me to taking down my photos as you took care of the rest of the job. You gave advice, and as cool as you've always been, you were never too proud to bare your soul and ask for some yourself. When either of us had a crisis or a hissy fit or someone in Cambridge died, we phoned, and soon we were in your car, Simon, ready to scream at any deer dumb enough to come out during the day. You kept my secrets. We have been best friends for half the time I even lived here. The first half was just a trial period building up to when we discovered each other, because you were the absolute first person to show me what genuine, eternal friendship is. I know lots of people are saying now that they've lost their best friend. And that doesn't make me feel jealous at all. It proves that you always made me feel so natural and real while being a superstar to me. Making you laugh was never hard, but it always felt like the greatest honor. I want to hear your ha and see your silent smile. I want to present the latest of my life to you and hear the fantastic ricochet. I want to cradle you so badly. You know how great it was to lie in your room and give each other massages and talk about relationships, and you stroked my cheeks and told me, "Isn't the feeling of the human touch wonderful?" I have no regrets. We fought so much and fixed everything. You fixed the world. You believed in the constant goodness of it. As my mom said, those molecules in the universe can never go back to their pre-Bill state. Mine definitely won't. The morning of that horrible day, I had already thought of you at least 6 times, Bill. Apparently, I always do every day, but I never noticed it, so now I will. I had just felt like hugging somebody, and so I thought of us kissing and embracing last spring after not having seen each other since Thanksgiving. And I had just put on one of your fabulous music mixes, as I do so often, and I thought about the song you dedicated to the two of us. It's called Born Normal. I thought you guys get that. And I got an itch on my ankle, and I thought about how we sat on my picnic table and compared scars. You had 6, I had 60. And then I told someone in Berlin about living in the country and thought about sitting on your swing as you fed me carrots and went off about politics. And last, I explained to someone here what Quakers are. You have always been the best example of that. If I thought about you 6 times in every normal day that I didn't see you, and you are one of the most beloved people I know, then how many thoughts about you were going on in the world on an average day? Hey, I don't know. You're the one who sang to me, "I am a math god," reminding me 10 months after the fact that you were the only one to get 100 in the Course 3 Regents exam. Of all the thoughts that beat against me as the truth does not let itself be believed, a repetitive one is, man, that is going to be one awesome funeral, because Bill in his entirety is too strong a force to ever be misrepresented. I'm still waiting to tell you, man, Bill, when you died, half of Europe knew about it within 12 hours. I knew you'd be proud. Someone in China and someone in Botswana and at least someone in every country in the world has to be crying right now. But for me, selfishly, it's not the worst thing that could have happened. Losing your friendship is the only thing in the universe that could be worse than losing you. And now you're gone, and your love can never be taken away from us.